Hello everybody, I hope you're having a great day. I am going to talk to you about some things about attributes in Cyberpunk 2077. Some attribute guides and suggestions and things that you should invest in. And the reason I'm doing this is because on my first character, I had about 50 hours and I invested a lot into my character. And then I was like, if I just did a few of these things differently early on, I think I would have had a lot more fun on my first playthrough. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you with some of the attributes that you should invest in and why. And so like just things to think about before you know. So that out of the way, we're going to go to our handy dandy little investment attribute perk area here. Now, getting a little bit under the way, and so you know why I'm doing this is because different abilities have different hidden objectives behind them. So like in the very first mission, if you have reflex 7, you get a unique option to play that out. So through my entire playthrough and through all of my 100 hours of invested into Cyberpunk right now, I have found that the highest number that you need in any stat is 11 to 12. I believe there's actually 115 intelligence check and a 14 technical ability, but generally 12 is the number you're going to need to be able to hit anything you want, and 9 hits like 80% of the unique dialogue options. I haven't found a cool dialogue option higher than 8. I could be mistaken, there could be more, but I think I've done almost every single gig and side mission in the game, and I haven't found a cool above 8, and I haven't found basically anything over 10 other than like the rare 1 or 2 side gigs, which needs like an 11 or a 12. There is one door in the game that needs a body 20, but behind the door wasn't anything like too spectacular. It was just a crafting recipe and not even an iconic one. So I don't even think that if you're not going for a body build, you need to hit 20 in order to get that one crafting recipe. So with that all the way and some of that background knowledge, I'm going to give you some suggestions on what you should invest your perks into. I personally think cool and body are the weakest two of the 5 attributes, and I think intelligence and technical ability are the strongest, with reflex being in the middle. I personally think intelligence is probably the best in the game. However, that could have just been because I liked hacking things and using the breach protocol mostly, but that might change for you. So if you're going for a full shotgun samurai build, maybe you want to invest a lot in body and reflexes. Or if you're going for a full stealth build, maybe you'll want some cool. I definitely think you want some cool, but I don't think it's something that you need to dump a lot of points into. Now, one thing that I think, regardless of what any character should do or any play style or whatever you're doing, I think you want to get to technical ability level 18. And the reason behind this is because of the crafting and the iconic crafting perk, as you can see here. I think this is one of the best perks in the game. It allows you to craft any legendary and iconic weapon in the game, and so you can get your highest tier armor, weapons, and whatever by crafting, and you don't have to rely on finding it in the world. So that's why I think everyone should put at least 18 into technical ability. So with a little bit else on the back, or a little bit more behind this, is that with the level cap being 50, you get 57 total points to invest in. There would be 100 total points, so 15 of those are gone because you get 3 in everything starting out the game. So you have 57 points to invest in 85 total. So with that being said, you can have at level 50, basically 2 skills maxed out and everything else well-rounded, or a really high well-rounded build. But regardless of what build you're doing, I think you have to have your 18 in your technical ability, and then you want to have at least 6 and 6 in body and reflexes respectively. Even those, I think these are the weaker of the two. If you get 6 and 6 in both, you can freely use any weapon in the game. There are some weapons such as the shotguns that say you face penalties unless you're at body 6, and some of the tech snipers need you to be at reflex 6. Same with swords. I don't believe Mantis Blades needs requirements, but there are some melee weapons that need reflex requirements. So if you put 6 and 6 in both of these, you'll be able to use anything without penalties. I know other than that, I think you want to put at least 10 in intelligence, because that allows you to hit a lot of checks for puzzles that are in the game and some firewall things that actually like frees up a lot of areas. And I already talked about technical ability, but technical ability allows you to open a lot of the doors in the main story. Body allows you to open a few too, however, with there being alternate entrances to almost every single place, I don't think you need to worry about getting a high body unless you're going specifically for that melee build or whatever. Cool. Stealth is nice. However, I didn't see any notice on my other character when I was at 12 stealth compared to 8 stealth, compared to what I'm currently using on this playthrough, which has 3 stealth. So unless you're going for high crit damage or looking for specific perks, I would not necessarily tell you to put dump a bunch of points into cool. I will do a total perk deep dive video at a later time, but I'm just talking about like what abilities you should know for certain dialogue options. In an ideal world, this could go up to level whatever 85 and you could invest all of your points in and have them all maxed out, but that's not the case. So I just wanted you to know the knowledge ahead of time of where you should invest some of your points. So with that all being said, I hope this helps you understand where you should put some of your attributes and some of the things that you should work on your builds. But one last thing to note before I forget, say your reflexes, say you want to do blades builds and you want to have high blades. I'm at a level 4 reflex. My blades will not ever go past level 4 then, because it's capped by whatever this ability is. So that should also influence what kind of points or attributes you should put in to pull available perks or whatever. So if you're going for the full samurai build, you want to have high reflexes so you can get high blades. If you're going for a hack the planet build, you want high intelligence so you can have high breach protocol. I had a lot of fun with that, but this should help you understand the attributes fully and understand where you should invest your attributes. So I hope this helps you out a lot, and more importantly, most important thing you can always do is have a great day.